Welcome back to another episode of Calm Before the Storm podcast. I'm Kim.
I am Steph.
And I'm Kimberly.
Welcome back, ladies. How are we doing today?
Good, good, good.
Doing well, you know.
Well, we could smile a little bit because it's the sun is staying out past 7, so we could put a little smile on our face.
100%.
My favorite time
I
is
know
happening. I love
it's
Yes.
slowly
daylight
coming.
savings.
The weather's bipolar
Seasonal
right now, but
depression is going down. Yes, the weather is very bipolar, but seasonal depression is going away.
mm,
Crazy weather is going away. And
it's
then
It was
like
spring is on the
snowing
hot,
today.
21st.
cold, hot, cold.
Yeah. But this is that time. This is that
hmm
time.
What do
Yeah.
they call it? The full spring?
Yeah. Something
Mm,
like that.
yeah, because it's be 80 and then it's snowing today. So,
It was 80 degrees and then what? It snowed 2 days later. What kind
Yeah,
of
that
weather
was
is this?
crazy.
today was 28 degrees.
Oh, God, ridiculous.
Mhm.
Um, so I want to tell you guys, I started watching this show on FX. It's the JFK Jr. and the Caroline
Mm.
Bessette uh love story.
Mhm.
Oh,
I love it. And
Oh,
TikTok making you feel like you're never alone, okay? Because you'd be like, am I the only person
yes.
watching this? And then
Yeah.
it'd be like a whole bunch of people like on the same
Yep.
boat as you.
Mhm.
so it's just their love story?
Yeah, like how they met and it's like a whole reenactment and like they really reenact everything. Like the fight in Central Park in front of their house. Like, I was young at that time, but I kind of remember like when he passed, like the plane missing and stuff like that. I think I was
Mhm.
like 10, maybe 9 or 10 or whatever. But yeah, she was just a normal girl. She worked for Calvin Klein and I think Calvin Klein was the one that introduced them.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, she was very ordinary. Like even when he proposed to her, she had to be like, "Do I want to do this?" Because she knew her life was going to change, right? Like she
Mm.
she wasn't in the public eye. He grew up in the public eye. So it was like a big transformation for him.
Mhm.
And I mean for her and at first she was like, "I don't know." Like it was like 3 weeks. She didn't say yes to his proposal.
That's real.
And
Yeah.
And then she said yes. And then after they got married, like she went into a depression a little bit because the paparazzi was just crazy on her. Like her
Mm.
whole life changed. But just watching the show is just I like it. I got into it. I was even telling my mom, I'm like, what in the 80s, they was doing drugs like that in the club, like straight up. Like
Heavy,
Hmm. No
heavy,
worries in the world.
honey.
None.
I did not know.
Why you think they had so many crack is whack, your brain on drugs
Yes.
commercials back then?
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
true.
That's people would
It was a thing.
Yeah, because it was in the show and it was just like it was just there and it was just like
normal.
I was like,
It
okay.
Very
was
much.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know people they used to smoke cigarettes in buildings. I know that. But
They were
like
Hmm.
doing
just
everything
like
in the
the
building.
hardcore drugs,
They
I
were
didn't
doing everything in the building.
I didn't know that.
It was doing it all, girl.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I think it's really good. I think they have like 2 more weeks left of it. But the topic I wanted to talk about today with you guys, I sent it to y'all. Basically, is this
Mm.
video on TikTok of this girl basically saying like she is the jealous friend. Like she's not denying she's jealous of the friend of her friend. And some people they just be like, "No, I'm not jealous of you." No, she's like, "I was jealous of her and she had everything I
Mm.
wanted." Um
Mhm.
and so, just to explain more, this girl's on TikTok and she said that she was friends with this girl and the girl basically had everything like the house she wanted, like the town she wanted to live, the car she wanted to drive. And she was jealous of her. She explained that the friend didn't have to work as hard as other people did to get to what they wanted to achieve, and so that made her even more jealous. Um, what did you girls feel about the video?
I struggle to watch the video, um, to be honest, because I I couldn't agree with what she was saying. I also feel like, right, it depends on what perspective you come from. I feel like she kept explaining that she was jealous of this life that her friend had. But in all reality, right, the friend was just obviously raised in a different space than she was. But then she also says, like, oh, me and the friend didn't fall off because I was jealous, but it played a role. And in turn, for me, that could have potentially been the friend that could have gotten you out of the funk that you're in with the hate on your life right now. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you just worked off of jealousy and resentment, not towards the friend, more towards yourself personally, instead of trying to fix it or maybe get to the bottom of what it was, you blamed someone, but that someone you blamed could have potentially been your guidance out of the space that you were in. But it was hard to watch because I've never felt like that about anybody.
It was hard for me to watch it too, just to watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But I agree with you, Kim. I feel like I never understood that place. I'm sure there's plenty of jealous people out there, but I've never been jealous of someone and what they have or that friend. And it seems like she was phony in her face and behind closed doors, she had this strong hatred, basically. She was a hater
Mm-hmm.
against her life, and she was just very jealous that she didn't have to work for what she had and that she wanted all those things, but unfortunately, you got to work for it. And like you said, the smart thing would have been your friend could be your resource. Like, help me figure out how I want to be like that. I want to get those things. I want to work where you work. What do I got to do? Lead
Hmm.
me in the right direction, not be so good for her friend, the friend who got away.
Yeah.
All you bringing is negativity to her. Like, that's truly I don't think there should be a jealous friend in that
Hmm.
aspect. There's jealous friends of like, oh, you got another friend, you got,
Yeah.
funny, like, lighthearted jokes. I don't
Hmm.
even think that's serious. But like, where you're jealous of what this person has, you're not a true friend because you're not genuinely happy for anything they got going in their life. And you may say that you don't, she said she didn't wish anything negative on her, but it kind of feels like she did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wish you had to feel like I felt.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I just thought she was a little much and she just needed to
Hmm.
get her own life together and
I
stop
mean,
worrying about somebody
I
else's.
felt like the fact like, oh, she lived in the town I wanted to live in. She drove the car I wanted to drive. Like, there's plenty of good towns and cars that you could just change your mind of what you want. Why does it have to be that specific thing? It's like she didn't say, "Oh, I want this because you know what I mean? She wants this, so I'm gonna go get it." Like it wasn't like that. And so I
Yeah.
felt like
Mm-mm.
that was too much. I did go into the comments to see like what other people thought, and people were saying she's not jealous, she's just envious of her. And
Hmm.
so people kind of think some think it's the same. So I did definition. I went and got the definition of both, and it said envy is when you want something that someone else has. Jealousy is when you're afraid someone will take something you already have. So
Mm,
it kind of falls in. She's envious of her.
Envious. Very
right.
much so.
Um, so I mean, hey, like there's been times that I've said, okay, like a friend might have something, I'll be like, oh dang. And you might get a jealous feeling, but I'm not gonna be hatred towards the friend because they have certain things, right? You
Yeah.
might get jealous that yeah, they are further along in life than you want to be, but that's up to you to do your part to get to where they
Right.
are, right? Like she made it seem
Yeah.
like, oh, well, so further away, I can never get there. Like,
You've got to
I'm
work
sure she
to
was
get there.
handed like, because what it sounds like, she's just a person that comes from money.
hmm
And
Hmm.
she's not. So yes, I'm sure she didn't have to work for a lot of things, but you don't just get your degree. Like they don't just hand it to you because you made money. Like
hmm
Right.
you still have to put your part in. They don't just give you your job because you make money. And sometimes they do, but the
Hmm.
way to keep that job is to be good at it, right? So yes,
Right.
you can have shortcuts to those positions, but she
Hmm.
still has to work in some
Yes.
capacity to keep
Mm.
what she has. So
Yeah.
I just I didn't get it,
Yeah.
but
It was
I
like a big, huge thing on TikTok. Like it showed up and so many people was talking about it. And then some people was like, I commend her for coming out and saying how she really felt. And then other people were like, what the hell is wrong with this girl?
yeah,
It was like
Yeah.
I wanted to rap. I'm like, okay, these people are really talking about it. It was like a whole big thing, and other podcasts were talking about like, how can
Mhm.
you be a jealous friend? Like, first of all, if you cool with this person, y'all should just be. That's your best friend. You know, we doing this together. You know what I mean? Let me
Yep.
help you out. You know,
exactly.
and back and forth. But I don't know. And kudos to that friend because she lost someone that was not meant for her.
Thank
She,
God.
yeah, that was wild.
That was some
Yeah, she
negative
came out
energy that was not
winning.
for her.
I was
She
like,
did not
girl,
need it. Yeah, it was way too much to watch. And I was just like, oh, she's still talking. Because like I thought she was gonna cut herself off when she would like
stop.
press it to
She,
restart it. And I'm like, oh no, she's still going and still going. And I'm like,
No,
is
she
she
had made another video explaining more
oh,
like little parts and
she,
stuff. And I
she
was just like, okay,
even
I'm good.
admitted that till today she can't be her friend because she still would feel
Yeah.
that way, which is
yeah.
that's psycho. I'm sorry.
You need to grow up. You need to get help because there's obviously more to your story. But like be at least she was vulnerable enough to get on and talk about it, right? I mean, maybe that's a start to understanding like you need to potentially get help, but she does need to get help and understand like no one is going to bring anything to you. You've got to work for it. Even if
Even if
you're
they
born with a
bring
silver
it to you, you
spoon,
gotta
right?
work
You
for it.
still got to keep working. You've got to
Mhm.
now start doing your thing to make yourself stand out. And she could have just been that friend that could have got you there. Unfortunately
Mhm.
for you, you fumbled that one.
Right.
She
Because
did
she
her.
You
probably could
fumbled
have
that
had
friend.
connections that could have helped you in certain areas of your life,
Yes.
and you don't let that pass.
You
Yeah.
done let that go. I'm
Hmm.
telling
Hmm.
you.
Well, I
She
mean, I know
deserved
you
all of
guys have
that.
never been the jealous friend, but have you ever
Mm-mm.
had like an instant where like you saw a friend, maybe they're like, I don't know, they had a house or they, I mean, you both have kids, but some people might get jealous, like, like, oh, they have kids and I'm not there yet. I'm struggling, like that's just a natural feeling. Have you ever had
Hmm.
something that you was like, you felt a certain way that you wish that you could have been at that point in your life?
Actually, not that I could have been at that point in my life. I think with the glitz the glam, right? What that other people have, you're like, of course, there's a certain side of your brain that's like, ooh, this is cool, if only. But as I gotten older, I'm like, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and that's not where I'm supposed to be because then, right, for me, the closer you get into seeing the backside of those scenarios and situations, the people really are not that happy, and the
Mhm.
life is not that glitz and glamorous. But it's never a feeling that I felt like, oh, I wish I had it. For me, it's just more like, oh, that would be cool to do, or wow, to have that freedom and, drop top and all this other stuff. Wow, that's amazing. But to actually sit there and say, like, oh my God, I wish I did. No.
No, I've never wished. I may have been like, oh, I wish I could go on
Hmm.
a vacation. I wish I was in on that vacation too.
Yes.
Or
Mm.
I wish I had this time off. Or I wish nothing to the so lighthearted that it's not
Yeah.
even like it's just like when you see anything, like you see a commercial of being away, I want to be there.
Yep.
Like that. Not in a way where I wish I had. Um,
Mm-mm.
Something. Well, okay, so vulnerable moment. Before my twins, I was told that I couldn't have children.
Hmm.
And I had my babies naturally with no help whatsoever, except their dad, but whatever. That's a whole nother story. Let me stop. I'm a little too much today. But anyway, so I, in that point in life, I would say I wish that I could have children. Like I felt
Mm.
that. Like,
Mm.
and I wasn't with my group at the time, my friend group, maybe one of them had a kid. but
Mm,
everybody else didn't have kids 'cause we were still young.
Mm,
Um, but I wasn't in a circle constantly where they have children and they're doing children activities. So it wasn't heavy on my mind. But in the back of
mm,
my mind, I will say that I thought, like, damn, one day I wish I could have a family, like, but it wasn't towards anyone. It was more of a personal
yeah.
thing.
yeah.
Right? Like, and I worked in a pediatric office, so I would get families with their brand new babies, and I would be like, I hope to have this one day, but
Yeah.
never like in such a malicious
Yeah.
way.
Hmm.
So that would be the only time that I think I've ever felt like that.
Yeah. I agree.
So,
Yeah. I mean, you guys have kids. I don't have kids. So it's kind of like I do want kids, but then I like my sleep.
Yes, girl.
I
So
go
then
to
I'll be like,
bed, honey.
but like if it's meant to be, it will happen. So
Right.
yeah. So it's
Amen.
all in God's
You go,
timing.
girl. It is.
Um, but yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Okay, so what do you ladies have?
So today I wanted to talk about because I've been going through, my little crazy moments with my ADHD all over the place and how I told you that chaos has needed to come down. So with that, I thought about low maintenance friendships and no effort relationships, like friendships, family, husbands, wives, girlfriends, but just a relationship, period, work related.
Mhm.
Um, and when you outgrow those vibes, like the chaos. And I was thinking because since I like to be so calm lately,
Welcome.
I still got a
Welcome.
little storm. Don't let it fool you.
We all have a little storm in us. Don't
We
I ain't gonna
do.
act like I ain't got no storm in me, but it takes me a lot to get there.
Mine's is like a tornado. Woo! It goes from 0 to 1 trillion. It needs to relax. Um, I realize that I appreciate those no effort, low maintenance that you can just do nothing and be okay. Like you can just sit in silence and it is okay because you can't always sit in silence with everybody. It becomes awkward, it becomes weird. Like you feel like you have to say something or they feel like they have to say something. I appreciate those. I don't want the high maintenance relationships anymore. It's just too much work. How do you feel about that?
Like you mean like you gotta call them every day or you have to like what do you mean like
No, even if you do call them every day, because there's people that you just call every day, but like, when you go out with a certain person or a group, that it's always going to be like, I got to make sure I got my I's dotted, my T's crossed. We have a whole plan. It can't just be a wing it kind of day. Or if things don't go right, it's going to cause a riff in the day, or this one's going to get an attitude. Like when you kind of think about like big girls trips or stuff
Mhm.
like that, where not everybody's going to get along well.
Mhm.
Well, they get
Mm.
along well, but if the plans don't go well, like just stuff like that, where you can't just wake up today and say, all right, we're winging it today. I gotcha. Good, huh?
I mean, I'm a low maintenance kind of girl, like when it comes to friendship. So, I mean, I don't speak to my friends we might go like days, weeks. As long if I send you something on Instagram, TikTok, we all know we're good. And that and that's it. We check in and, we're
What do you,
not
okay, so maybe I'm wording it wrong. What do you consider a high maintenance relationship and a low maintenance relationship?
Mm.
um high maintenance for me is like um I can't say high maintenance is speaking every day or multiple times a day because there are people that they just do that. I don't do that because I just don't like being on the phone all the time. But needing attention. Like if you need more attention than my husband, then that's high maintenance for me.
And you, Kimberly?
High maintenance. I think, I mean, I feel the same way Kimberly does or Kim does, where you're just like too needy, but I'm needy at times. So I would just be, um, yeah, I would just be like talking crap about myself because I'm needy sometimes. So I just think high maintenance too is like having to fulfill, like, you know, when you make plans and stuff, like having to fulfill everything, having to have stuff um, like we have to have everything planned out. Everything has to go as it's, you know, as you say, like nothing can be messed up. Nothing could potentially happen or go wrong or um like we went to get tattoos and we sat in a tattoo shop for 8 hours and we actually made the best time out of it. There's just certain people who you can't do that with. People who show up, you know, you invite people to show up and they come in already with like this negative energy, or they're already going through their own thing, and instead of leaving it at the door, they bring it into the space. Like that's high maintenance stuff for me, where I gotta constantly be walking on eggshells. That's too high maintenance and I don't want it.
Hmm.
Too much. It's expecting too much of my energy and my time.
That's, I couldn't get those words. Expecting much. Say that one
Mhm.
more time. Expecting
It's expecting too much of my energy and my time.
that. I couldn't put that into a sentence.
Hmm.
That's what I mean. Like that. Like you can't just, there's certain people that, you know, today may not go as planned. Um, we
Hmm.
plan to do this and it may not go as planned, and everybody's going to be all right with it. And then
Hmm.
there's some people that we got to eat at this time. We got to do this at this time. We got to do this at this time. What do you mean this isn't happening? And like you said, people come in with their own things. Don't, I mean, we all have our own things, but some people just bring it all the time. And you're like, oh
Hmm.
my God, I can't. Like sometimes I go to work and it's like, it's my job is already stressful. I know I say that a lot, but so I sometimes am anxious on the way in already.
Mm.
Like, I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I don't know if it's crazy. I feel like, you know, so I'm already on a little bit of a high alert level. So when I get there, you know, I have my own way of kind of bringing myself down so that I could just start off pretty even. And sometimes there's some people that come in every single time, and it's just negative Nancy on a trillion. Like, you
Right.
know, this paper is here and it should have been here, or this person did, and it's like the little minute things that don't really matter. They will talk about it for 3 hours. Meanwhile, I only been there from 7 o'clock. It's 7:05. We done went through 27 problems already. I'm just trying to have a good day.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so I realized that I'm like, I gotta get away from here because this is gonna interfere with my mental process, and it's just gonna bring my anxiety up, and now I'm gonna be in the same mood as you're in when I came in just fine.
Hmm.
I think that's what I mean. And I know I'm not the best with words today for whatever reason, but
It's okay.
that is what I don't want to deal with anymore. So it's
Hmm.
hard to be in certain spaces where you have, like, for instance, going to work. I don't have a choice. I have no choice but to deal with these people. Or even if it's a patient that I mean, they're all high maintenance, they're having babies, I get it. But some of them are just like, everything you say, I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna fight you on it, and I know more than you, and you know nothing. And it's like,
Mm.
woosah. So I've learned that I need low maintenance in every possible way.
Mm.
Fight over all the high maintenance things. So
I think
learning to
low
deal with that.
maintenance could propose a problem too.
What do you mean? That's a good one.
So having a low maintenance friend is someone who, in my eyes, my opinion, I'm I kind of think like I just need a I
Middle.
just need friends. Yeah, there's got to be a middle ground, right? I just need friends because I feel like a high maintenance person just says too much of my energy, too much of my time. And I could be understanding to a certain extent in the level, but at some point it gets very exhausting. So I have to like say something. Then that plays a role of those boundaries that we discussed a couple of episodes back, creating uncomfortable boundaries, having uncomfortable conversations. But then you also have the low maintenance friend who barely gives half of what you're giving because they're just so low maintenance and low energy too, right? So it's like, do I constantly have to be the one reaching out to make sure you're okay? Do I constantly have to be the one checking in to see if you're available to do something? Do I have to constantly be the one who's like writing text messages just to say good morning to show
Mm,
you that I do exist? Do I have to constantly be chasing you to even have a relationship or a friendship? What do you bring to the table? Are you always tired? Do you not have the energy to do something? You don't know how to think of plans for us to do. You forget, or I just didn't. So it's like I just need that friend
mm-hmm.
because some people are just too high, but then you got some people who's just too low,
You
and
need
they're
the middle.
okay with that just too low. I like the middle.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know
Yes.
it ain't gonna be 50-50, you know.
It's
Sometimes I
never.
don't mind being the 90%. Sometimes I don't mind being the 75%. But there's gotta be a time where I can say I want to only do 25% today because that's how I feel.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
everybody has to play equal parts.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like,
I think it's hard to do. I hear the equal part, but I feel like no one ever does equal. Like I can't expect me from you.
no, I
Hmm.
mean like if we're talking about checking in, like if you're not checking in at all, like if it's like a whole 2 months and you're the only person checking in, then
Hmm.
yeah, that what
Hmm.
why can't that I'm sure there's one day that that person could just send a text, or you could even send a reminder, or you could even nowadays on iPhone you can
Girl,
send a
talk
text
about
and
it.
send the time you want to send it.
And y'all
That's
teach
right.
me how to do that.
Yes, you can. Okay.
So I
I,
That's
mean,
how
I need that.
That's how me and my
you
daughter communicate because she works nights, I'm sleep at night, I work days, and she's sleep in the day. That's how we
you
communicate.
send
A
it,
set
you
of
put the
texts.
text, you put the time you want to send it, and it goes out at the time you want to
Yes,
send it.
100%.
So I feel like people could do something. Send me a meme, send me something that I know, okay,
Something.
they thought about me in the process.
Right.
So yes.
Okay.
I mean, I
I
also think
have to
that
do
there's
better,
also
guys.
those friends, because I've had friends that are like too much for me, and I had to
Hmm.
take
Mm,
time apart.
mm-hmm,
Meaning, like, they just wanted, like I said, you want more attention than my husband, and that's a problem. Or, any my immediate family, that's a problem to me. Or you would get jealous over other
mm,
friends, that's a problem to me. So I had to take a break. And then now, as I'm getting older, I'm speaking to those people again, but I could see that I'm not at the age level that I was mentally, that I
mm.
was when I was talking to them before, than I am now.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like I don't know, can I continue this friendship because I'm just
Oh,
not
and I feel
Right.
like
mentally.
I really don't feel like you feel like I may have outgrown this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But they gone through a lot in their life and they don't have anybody, and I'm never gonna leave someone hanging. So I will be there for them. And so I feel like because they don't have anybody. So I feel like I should be there for them.
I see, I feel like you can do that and be there for someone as long as it doesn't start to become, especially for someone that you feel you already have those thoughts of like, this just isn't for me.
Mm,
It is not your responsibility, and you shouldn't make it your responsibility to take on what
I
no
just
one else
feel like
will.
I don't forget from last time. So I think it's just in the back of my head, like everything that happened last time. They probably are not that same person, but in my head, I'm like, you did X, Y, and Z. So I kind of have my guard up. But
Mhm.
it's not like I speak to you every day. We speak every once in a while. So for right now, I'm cool with that.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I just for right now, I'm cool with that. But once
And
it
I
starts to get a little
realize
crazy.
you gonna back it up.
Mhm.
I realize I am a low maintenance friend, right? I am low maintenance. So I want low maintenance. However, I am also the low maintenance that doesn't do so well with the checking in and the calls and the this and the that. So I love all of y'all. I'm sorry. It's just I'm gonna
But
do
you're
better.
also
My 2026 goal.
you could be low maintenance, but when it's time for being there for someone, you're there. There are people who are low
Mm.
maintenance that when somebody needs them, they're nowhere to be found. So if you don't
No, I'm
Hello.
check
gonna
on me,
show
you don't do nothing, and when I need you, you're not there. Like that's something like you gotta
Yes.
think that friendship.
No, you could always count on me. Everybody knows that.
Hmm.
You know that. But
Hmm.
I wouldn't call you low maintenance though.
I think I like to be low maintenance.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yes,
That's
that's what I was bringing today because I'm all about, getting my brain calm.
okay. That
Hmm.
sounds amazing. So, what I'm bringing to the table today is just to make us engage in a nice little sis be honest. Okay. Which works good because it's talking about friends and whatever. So, I got 10 questions and it's pretty much sis be honest. Um, So, my first question is all of these start with sis, be honest, but I don't want y'all to get tired of me saying sis, be honest. So, just know that's how this thing starts. So, it's sis, be honest. Have you ever judged someone the moment you saw them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? What did you judge and why?
It could have been their outfit or their hair. I'm not gonna lie. I could have been like, what the hell is she
Same.
wearing?
Could be that. And I am also, when I don't know you, I'm quiet. And
Hmm.
Hmm.
I am an observer, true Scorpio in that sense.
Yes.
I am like a human lie detector. I would love to. I know when you are blowing smoke up my ass or somebody else's ass. I can see
Hmm.
it a mile away. I have really good intuition. I mean, I always listen to it and do good for myself with it, but I would say about 90% I'm pretty spot on with people um and who I believe they are to be.
Mm.
So if I feel like you coming in with that, I'm already like, here you go.
Okay. Okay. Next
What about
question.
you?
Sis. Oh, me? Yes. And I judge, I judge off the craziest things. So I judge people, and I was thinking about this and laughing. So over the summertime is my worst judgmental phase because I judge you by your feet.
Ah,
If you got cruddy feet in the summertime, I'm straight judging you because like you had time to prepare, especially if it's like
Had
a
time to
gathering,
prepare.
a barbecue, something. That is my toxic trait. I'm so judging. I judge tattoos. I judge people's feet because I feel like if we put in all the work to go get our nails done, our toe, like you had the time. Okay,
you
you
can
had the
paint your
time.
own nails or
You
put
can
them,
do your
make them clear.
own. Listen, you get a little pumice stone and pumice the back of your feet real quick before you come out to the party. I'm
I
so
cannot.
judgmental in that sense. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yes, I do.
Okay.
Second one, sis, be honest. Have you ever ignored a text even though you saw it?
All the time. Currently doing it. It's just me.
So
Yeah.
no specific
And
reason, you're just lazy?
it's not ignoring it.
Okay.
I don't purposely ignore it. I may see it and be like, oh, I gotta text them back. And then
Okay.
that's in with the thought, out with the thought, same thought, gone.
Hmm.
Okay, what about you,
I don't think
Kim?
I'm
Yeah.
necessarily ignoring.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not ignoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same. Hmm.
Me too. I won't ignore. I mean, for me, I try not to ignore the text because I don't want them to call me because I hate to be on the phone. So I try to answer all the texts as
Me
soon as
too.
possible
Yeah.
so you don't gotta call me.
Hmm.
All right, next
Okay.
one. Have you ever stalked someone's social media a little too hard?
Probably. Haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Been a
Mm.
long
It's
time.
been a
I
while.
don't. Years. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
For
years.
sure.
I remember my daughter's father, like that was a long time ago. I made a whole fake profile page just to stalk his social media, okay?
Look
That's
at
my
you.
I've
oldest
never
daughter,
done that.
y'all.
I think I would have been
I
so
did.
scared.
Listen, oh my God, this is me telling on myself for real, but we're being honest here. I pulled a page and y'all, I found this chick and like found so many pictures of her on the thing so he could believe it was a real profile and set it all
It's
up
about
so
to
he could
knock
take
on
me
Kim's
on.
door like catfish.
It's
And
about
he
to be
was
like,
about to
you
be
little
there.
catfish.
Did
This
he
was
fall
so
for
long
it?
ago. Yes, he did. He accepted me on his page.
Dummy.
And I watched everything for like not 6 to 8 months. And then I'm like, it's too much. I can't keep doing this. So I stopped.
Hilarious.
That's funny.
Yes, I did. Sis, be honest. Have you ever pretended you didn't see someone in public so you wouldn't have to talk to them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially people like high school or ex-boyfriend or, yeah.
So, what is the craziest thing you've had to do? So, like, what was the craziest time you had to ignore someone? Like, what did you do? Did you do anything weird? Like, hide behind a tree, stand still so they wouldn't see you?
No,
Like,
just I probably just walked out the store.
okay,
Um, I probably left.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Nothing crazy,
okay,
nothing that stands out.
Hmm.
okay. Well, me, I was in the store with my ex boyfriend when I was 15 years old, and we had broken up. And so, in that at that age, we don't know what we're doing. So I was dating this other guy, and it just so happened to be me and my boyfriend got back together, and we were shopping at Macy's, and the other guy was in the cologne shop at Macy's. So I went to it was a Tommy Hilfiger section, and I went into the clothes thing so that I wouldn't
Stop!
be seen into the clothes thing. So you can see because the guy was physically at the cologne thing that was right
Oh
across from
Did your
Tommy
my
boyfriend say,
Hilfiger.
"What the
God.
hell are you doing?"
He was just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing, like whatever, for nothing, for him only to find in my coat pocket the guy's ring that had his name on it anyway. Don't
Oh
even
my
ask, y'all.
God.
The insanity. But yeah, I'm so telling myself this is ridiculous. Have you ever Googled yourself?
Hmm.
Did anything interesting come up?
I just wanted to Google myself because of my dad, but nothing came.
Okay. How about
No,
you, Steph?
no, I'm gonna do that next though.
Me too, because I've never done it. I'm
Because
like,
I've never done.
I've definitely got to do it because I've never done it. All right. Have you ever worn something uncomfortable just because it looked good and suffered the remainder of the day or the evening?
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Not anymore. I
I
don't do
know
that.
now it's like whatever.
I
You
don't do
don't
that.
see my
But
stomach, I don't care.
before, when I was in my 20s, maybe even
Mm,
30s, standing outside in a club with no jacket, which
yes.
the smallest dress you could find, freezing in
Hmm.
20-degree
Freezing.
weather, waiting to
Yep.
get in the club. The heels are killing you. They made for sitting. They not made for
Yes,
walking.
they're not made for
Yeah.
walking.
But I still
Amen.
wore it. You
Yep.
look crazy, but you
Yeah.
still, I look cute, but sit
I
there
still look
still.
good. That's
Hmm.
right. Have you ever listened to a conversation that wasn't meant for you? Have you ever eavesdropped on a conversation?
Yep. Don't know
I do it all
what.
the
I feel
time.
like I
Pretty
have.
sure.
Yeah.
Me too. I always do it.
Hmm.
Have you ever checked someone out and hoped no one would notice?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, check them out. Like,
Check them out like, ooh.
Like if you're with your significant other and like a cute guy goes
Or
by.
just with friends, like friends,
oh,
and
yeah.
Oh yeah.
you just like,
I'll
ooh,
be like, oh,
but you
he's
don't want
cute.
nobody to know you was checking him out.
Oh, I'll be like, he's cute, not me.
I'm sure, yeah.
Or if I'm with
Mhm.
my husband, I'll be like, oh, she got a nice ass right there.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm looking at them. Look at them cheeks over there. Me
Look at that
too.
booty.
You see
Look at
that?
that booty. Okay. Have you ever laughed at something that wasn't funny just to be polite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or how about
Me
people
too.
put LOL and you just like,
Right. Right. What's so funny?
Nothing.
If they only knew you're not even laughing.
I'm not even laughing. Okay, my last one is, have you ever judged someone's friend group and why?
I mean, like
I
if it's
have.
somebody I don't know, like if you see like a group of girls maybe acting a fool or something, but
Mm,
people that I don't, I mean, people that I know, no.
mm,
I have.
me too.
And I think it's because I'm like someone I could think of right now. I don't know why anybody would be friends with this person. So that's just me.
Me is the other part. I am the high maintenance jealous friend sometimes, and I'm just like, you don't need to be friends with them.
So it'll be, there's one in particular that I'm thinking of. And I'm like, how do you even deal with her? Like
Hmm.
the group itself, I get, but that one
Okay.
person in the group, I don't get. And I'm like,
Mm,
yeah, deal with this. I'm
right.
trying to stand it, but to each his own.
To each
And
his own.
hmm, yeah, that's the one that sticks out the most. She
Okay.
really does something to me.
All right. Good. So that's what I got. Just wanted to bring something just to have lady conversation. So that was my little segment of sis, be honest.
I like sis, be honest. That was
Thank
excellent.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, who
Yes.
has our quote?
I believe that would be me.
I was gonna say, wait, is it me?
I know I have the next.
Hold on. Hold on. I got it right here.
Hold on.
Okay. I got to. 'Cause I wanted to be funny today. So
Okay, okay.
my first one is do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive.
I like that.
Duh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? And then my other one was I always wanted to be somebody, but now I realize I should have been more specific.
That's a good one.
That is an excellent one. That one fits perfect.
Ah, that's a good one.
Those are
Perfect.
both for the day.
Oh,
Ah,
well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the quotes. Well, ladies, it was a pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. You can go on to our YouTube page at Calm Before the Storm Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our social medias is Calm Before the Storm Podcast. And we'll see you again next time. Thank you for tuning in and go catch up if you haven't. Talk to you later.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.